The Democrats are just insane. And the reason why they're insane is because they really want a blanket amnesty for 13 million people who are here illegal in the country. I want you to watch this exchange with Senator Josh Hawley, of all people to be actually listening to, that having the voice of reason with this situation with illegal immigration. Let's go ahead and check that out.
Should the illegal immigrant who did that not be deported?
Again, they should face the consequences of the law, but they are a very small minority of the population that President Trump is promising to deport.
Well, let's talk about the rest of the people who you don't want to be deported. You said in an article that you wrote recently, new report shows devastating costs of mass deportation. You wrote this in October. Do you remember this piece?
Yes, that is a summary of our report. That we published in October.
This piece, and it's also in your written testimony, you talk about how much the economy will lose if the United States actually enforces our immigration laws and deports folks who are here illegally. And I want to quote you now. You say some industries would be particularly hard hit, including construction, agriculture, and hospitality, which combined would lose more than 2.5 million workers. What's the argument here, that there aren't American workers who are available to do those jobs?
No. And as I said previously, there likely are. But the issue is that.
And you don't want their wages to rise?
I think that we want to pass a path to citizenship so we can have a level and fair playing field for every American.
Why would you want American citizens and those who are here lawfully to have to compete against illegal immigrants who, by the way, are often paid not minimum wage, who are not given the federally mandated benefits precisely because they're here illegally? Why would you want to drive down the wages of millions of working Americans who can't get those jobs in construction, agriculture, and hospitality because illegal immigrants are getting them? Suppressing wages in the meantime. Why would you want to do that?
Well, if you didn't hear from my initial testimony, you know I don't want.
Oh, listen, I read your testimony word for word, and I've been watching it, and I know what the answer is. You don't actually care about working people because you're absolutely hell-bent on this ideological agenda of opening our border. You want to give everybody who's here a path to citizenship. You want blanket amnesty. You talk about mass deportations. That's your word, not Trump's. You want mass amnesty, right? It's right here in your testimony.
And this is why the Democrats lost in November. This is why the American people, I'm talking about all people, the American people are not down with blanket immigration, blanket amnesty. No, because you dump it. They're already here illegally, but yet you want to make them legal and make them citizens with amnesty or give them permanent residency, right? And that's going to just incentivize 13 to 20 million more to come. Because they're going to say, wait a minute, hold on. All I got to do is be in the country illegally. They're going to feel pressure, and then they're going to just give me amnesty. So, no, you cannot give amnesty. No, you have a right way of everything. Because what if every country do that? You can just show up in the country illegally. Then with time, you'll be able to get an amnesty in that particular country. It breaks down the rule of law. It makes the citizens upset because they say, wait a minute, you're enforcing all these laws on me, but this foreigner could come in and break our law and you reward him or her for it. So no, this is why Trump won. It's because of the Democrats' policy of open borders. And a lot of Americans support mass deportations. A lot of them. And I'm one American who supports mass deportations because the Biden administration had an open border. And we have a lot of criminals that's been led into this country. We have been covering some of the crimes that they have been committing. Why do we want that in our country? Why? The Democrats do not care because the Democrats are the party of the elite anyway. They're not going to be around the people that's going to commit these crimes because the Democrat elite, they don't live in low-income areas. They don't even live in the middle-income areas. They live in areas that the criminal migrant won't even have an opportunity to get to because they got police patrol in their area, stopping cars they don't even know. They got gates. They have walls, right? So no, the Democrats with all that mass amnesty, the American people would be a fool and a half to go put that back in office.